Dearest. Yeah, Lady Whistledown needs to go. Wrap it up. After 2 whole weeks of dodging spoilers all over Obasanjo's internet, I finally decided to watch Bridgerton season 4. I wanted to wait till all the episodes were complete, but I just couldn't. I don't know why they insist on dividing it into 2 parts of 4 episodes each. I don't know what that does. I think it just diminishes momentum. But I watched Bridgerton season 4 and I have thoughts. Bridgerton season 4 is a typical Cinderella story. Ironically, out of Julia Quinn's Bridgerton stories, it was actually my favorite. So it was very interesting seeing it being adapted into television. Now, first of all, I was surprised to see that Lady Whistledown, the side character of Penelope Bridgerton, is still in the series after being ousted as herself in season 3. Now, in a society where a lady can be ruined for literally holding hands for too long with a gentleman, how is Penelope Bridgerton, who has insulted majority of the town, has her own business as a woman and is making more money than all the women in the show combined, still allowed to be in the society? Talk less of still being allowed to run Lady Whistledown. Anyways, one thing about Bridgerton is that the show chooses when it wants to be historically accurate, and we the viewers have grown to accept and love that along the way. Now, Benedict Bridgerton, the second son. As usual, he is a rake. I don't know why all the men in this show are rakes. Simon was a rake, Anthony was a rake, even Colin found a way to become a rake, and Benedict is also a rake. If I hear the statement, reformed rakes make best husbands one more time, I may just run mad. Even with his rakeism, he still couldn't recognize an Asian woman in the midst of the ton where there are like 2 Asian women. The entire plot of the men being rakes and the women being all pure and knowing nothing, like Francesca with the pinnacle, for example, is so disgusting. Like, they are just walking syphilis all about the ton. Another observation: where is Cressida Kalpa? I miss her huge shoulders. Where has she gone? I feel like I've forgotten what happened in season 3. So, like, what happened to her? Where did she go? Where did she go? Hands down, this man is my favorite side character so far. I don't know if he has a Scottish accent, but he's giving me fairy godmother vibes, and the way he advises Solfe, if you understand what I'm saying, the way he just drags out his word is giving very supportive character. The Queen and Lady Danbury. The Queen has been acting spoiled recently. Of course she's a queen, but what do you mean you cannot go? I'm sorry, am I a prisoner in your kingdom? Yeah, you're spoiled. Change your attitude. So basically, season 4 is a Cinderella story where the girl is basically forced into being a maid, and then she has a night where she gets to go out into polite society and then meets Prince Charming. Prince Charming in this case is Benedict. So she's wearing a mask so he can't see who she is. And when the clock strikes 12 o'clock, she just disappears, and he's trying to find her. He's trying to find out who she is, and he has been seeing her in her maid version, but it still hasn't clicked for him that she is her, if you get what I mean. Now, in a state of delirium, when he was sick and delirious, basically, he recognized her, but when he got his senses back, he couldn't recognize her anymore. And it has been so frustrating, 4 episodes in, him not recognizing her but falling in love with her twice. I think that was kind of why I loved the story in the books so much. Now, when we talk about the Be My Mistress line, people have been dragging Benedict for the Be My Mistress line for so long. And I totally get that. For someone who is bisexual and has literally thrown away society, what do you mean you can't marry her because she's beneath your station? Since when do you care about that, Mr. Benedict Bridgerton? But they will get together, as we can all tell by now. They will get together. Francesca and her pinnacle has to be one of the most cringe moments for me in this show. Like, she's just going around asking everybody, help me out with this pinnacle of a thing. Help me out. Like, what is the pinnacle and how do I achieve this pinnacle? I don't think she ever will achieve the pinnacle because her soulmate is not John of Kilmartin, but Michaela, who was Michael in the books, my second favorite book actually. So I think she will know what the pinnacle is, just not with the Earl of Kilmartin. Eloise. Eloise has become more aggressive in her firm stance on marriage. She hates the idea of marriage at this point. I don't know how the writers of the show are going to make us believe that she truly wants to get married in later seasons rather. She's supposed to marry Philip Crane, Sir Philip Crane. Something happened to Marina and she's supposed to marry him, but she doesn't want to get married. And when I saw that haircut in episode 1, I was like, what is this? But thank God it was a prank, Sha. So she doesn't want to get married, and I don't know how they're going to try to convince us that she suddenly changed her mind. I don't know the particular pattern they're going to follow in her own season to make it believable and enjoyable like the rest of the series is. My favorite part so far is Violet Bridgerton. She deserves this. I don't care what anybody says that, oh, Edmund is her one true love. She has mourned this man for 10 years, 10 plus years. Let her move on. I am literally so happy for Violet Bridgerton. Like, girl, do your thing. Yep. We are in with you. I believe everybody already knows how this season is going to end. Of course, Benedict is going to end up marrying Sophie Beck, and the truth will eventually come to light about her stepmother and the rest, because that is how the Cinderella story works. So what are your thoughts on Bridgerton, and do you disagree or agree with what I said?